So, you know, the late Dr. King, he was quoted in the Knoxville News-Sentinel as saying the dish that we're about to make, black-eyed peas, a classic Southern dish, was his Sunday dinner favorite in the King home when the civil rights leader was growing up.
Tinky Weisblatt is the author of the Pudding Hollow Cookbook, and she's going to help us cook up some delicious black-eyed peas. Tinky! This is smelling good in here, I have to say.
I'm glad to hear it. So what we're going to do is, would you like to just throw those in there?
I would love to.
I hope it's warm. Let me tell you what they are.
Peppers,
celery,
onions.
and garlic. The onions and garlic got mixed in together. And I'm frying them in, I just fried up a little kielbasa.
Yeah?
That's what smells great.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
So you make all these ingredients separately?
Well, you can. I mean, you could probably, if you had a bigger pot.
Yeah.
Cook it all together?
Yes. But before you do this, I should start backwards.
Okay.
The first thing that you do is that you're going to be doing the day before. You're soaking your black-eyed peas. These are black-eyed peas.
So these are what they normally look like.
They're
Let's
little
show everybody
tiny
out there.
things.
That's what the peas normally look like.
So they soak overnight, and if you don't have overnight, an hour or two, whatever.
But as long as they soak, that's the important part.
Then they puff up, you drain them, then you put them, woohoo, that's getting hot.
So maybe don't keep the pot this high.
Yes.
Keep the pan on medium, maybe?
I think we're going to move it
Stay
on.
close to
All right,
it.
Tinky.
Okay.
Because we've already got the finished product.
Of course, Magic of TV.
I'll tell you what's on here. But first, somebody would grab the pot holder, please, and take our cornbread out of the oven.
Oh, yes, I will.
We got cornbread.
Okay, so take me through the steps. I know that's the finished product here, but we're sauteing this.
We saute that, and we throw it, the beans, the kielbasa, and the kielbasa is optional, but I like it. And it's from a local smokehouse, Pekarski's, so that's nice. Put those all in the pot. Just a little spice, a little chili powder, salt and pepper, a little fresh thyme from your garden. If you have it, if you don't, dried thyme. And then liquid, I put in 4 cups of chicken stock and 1 cup of water. It could be 5 cups of water. It could be vegetable stock. It's whatever.
I like your way of cooking.
It's very
Whatever
flexible.
you got,
and in
you make
fact,
it work.
if you look at the recipe online, those peppers aren't in there, but I got them from my farm share, and they look so good. It's
So these are bonus peppers.
Of course we're going to throw them in. Now, what is this dish, when you put it all together, what is it called?
It's called either black-eyed cheese. Black-eyed cheese. Black-eyed
Sounds good.
I would eat black-eyed cheese.
That sounds good, doesn't it? Or Hoppin' John is what you call it, particularly if you're serving it at New Year's Day. It's a Southern tradition to serve it at New Year's Day with collard greens. It symbolizes prosperity. The collard greens mean that money is coming in.
Does it really?
And you usually serve it with cornbread. So let's have some cornbread, and I'm going to give you guys,
yes,
look at my adorable
definitely.
little mini cocotte. Are these cute? I love my
I'm sorry,
kitchen
take me
stuff.
through. This is called a mini cocotte?
That's correct.
No.
So I have a little rice in each one for you.
Oh, right.
And then we have
They're
our...
adorable.
Here you
All
are,
right,
Ashley.
some spoons.
wow,
Let me
look
find
at
a
this.
spoon. There.
Now,
Spoons
this
for each.
dish
Thanks,
is
Tinky.
significant to this day because it was a dish
It was
that
one of his
the King
favorites.
family
In
ate.
addition, I think it's good for the March on Washington because it serves a crowd. It doesn't serve 200,000 plus people, but
No.
as you can see, it can serve quite a few people, and it stretches.
Absolutely.
And I also think it's useful. Where did my little beans go? Would you hand me? See, this is my I have a bean.
I have a bee.
So my thought is that if you look at one little black-eyed pea, it's just a little black-eyed pea. It's not very significant. You put it together in the pot with a lot of other black-eyed peas and stuff, and you get something really substantial. So in a sense, I think that can symbolize the March on Washington and the entire civil rights movement.
It's a symbolic dish.
In that, you know, we get together, we have to watch out for burning, because there were some hard moments in the civil rights movement. But you get something that works and that can make a difference, especially if you're hungry. I hope you're hungry.
I am.
What I think is interesting too is it's the 2 colors together too. It's all about equality.
Exactly,
and
it's
coming
all mixed.
together.
The black-eyed peas have the white and the black.
Yes, exactly. I
And
love it.
This dish, by the way, tastes
Delish.
incredible. Ashley, you take a bite, because Tinky, I want to ask you first.
Okay.
Tell me about this cornbread. How'd you make it? What are your cornbread tips?
My cornbread tips are that nobody can mess up cornbread.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh, this
What
is so
goes into
good.
yours?
This is Fannie Farmer, so I know it's northern, it's Yankee cornbread, so we have to apologize to all the Southerners in the audience. Cornmeal, flour, milk, egg, butter, a little
Easy.
baking powder, a little salt, and you just put the dry ingredients in together, then you whisk together the egg and the milk and a tiny bit of melted butter. You pop it in. I like to cook it in a cast iron pan because that gives it kind of crunchiness and all that. And I just realized we'll use this as our cornbread.
Yeah, why not? There's just some veggies in
I mean,
there.
we're
So do
easy.
you put sugar in the cornbread?
Oh, excuse me, a tiny bit of sugar, but not much, and you can even skip it. And if you want to get spicy, Oh, speaking of which, if you want to get spicy, you could put the
I want to
hot
get
sauce
spicy.
on your
Spice up your day.
on your
All right.
black-eyed peas. If you want to get
You want
spicy,
some?
you
I would
could
love
put a
some.
little chipotle pepper.
Now, what
in
about
your-
jalapeno? I've seen jalapeno
You could
grilled
put some
cheese.
jalapeno. The chipotle is a smoked jalapeno, and so that's what I love about it. It keeps the flavor. Well, I'm not doing a very good job slicing.
Oh,
the
it
pork
doesn't
rib.
matter. Let's just eat it. What?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
If you want butter, you want butter.
Oh, do I want butter?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a silly
have a
question.
little
Tiki,
butter.
of course.
Do you want some? Do you want me to get?
No,
okay.
I'm good for the moment.
Okay.
I'm
Tiki.
waiting
All right,
for the
Tiki.
cake.
This looks, yeah, because that's what
Oh,
we're making.
let's talk about
So,
the
Yeah,
cake.
give us a little preview of the cakes. We're making peach pound cake later in the show. It's right
There
here,
it
but
is.
this is just the beginning of it. Is that right? Look at that.
Well, that's the end of it, but we
That's the
will
end
be,
of it?
we'll be doing the whole thing.
So don't go anywhere. Later in the show, we're going to show you how to make this absolutely delicious peach pound cake. Woo!
And if you don't